2, 3.
G'day and welcome to this bonus episode of the Fred Pawle Show on AEDT. Coming at you from, well, I could be anywhere in the Islamic world right now. I could be in Islamabad or downtown Dhaka in Bangladesh. Or I could be in Frankston in Melbourne or Lakemba in Sydney. In fact, I'm in Tower Hamlets in the East End of London, where 32% of the population comes from Bangladesh and most of the rest come from other third world countries. Now, these people came here presumably seeking a better life, and for all I know, they found it. But as you can see around me, there hasn't been a great attempt to assimilate into British culture, let alone adopt British values. In fact, it's considered dangerous around these parts to wear a Remembrance Day poppy. I was pretty reluctant to wear one myself, actually, but anyway, we'll see how that turns out. The reason for that is that the poppy is associated with colonialism, which of course is an evil thing when it's Britain exporting democracy and freedom to the rest of the world, but not such a bad thing when it's third world migrants bringing their inferior culture to the great cities of Europe. The inferiority of that culture has been on vivid display for the past month at protest march after protest march right across Western liberal democracies, but especially here in Britain, calling for the genocide of the Jewish people and in favour of Hamas, a terrorist organisation. Now, those marches may well reach something of a crescendo this Sunday, when a massive march goes from Hyde Park through the centre of London to the United States Embassy at the same time that the King, Charles, lays a wreath at the cenotaph in remembrance of those who died for our freedoms. I'll be here to cover that for you on ADH-TV, and I've got to say I feel pretty pessimistic about the way it's going to turn out. We are at a civilizational moment, and it seems like the West has lost its cojones just at the same time when migrants from the third world have found theirs. I'm now at a pub in Wimbledon, and I've got to say it feels like a different city from where we recorded that scene earlier today, and it may as well be. I should point out though that I did manage to walk for a kilometre along Whitechapel Road wearing my Remembrance Day poppy, and I didn't get abused, but I must say I did get a few dirty looks, and that certainly wouldn't have been the case if I'd been wearing a Jewish yarmulke or carrying an Israeli flag. I probably wouldn't have got out of there alive, and that's the point. We are now living at a time when it is widely accepted that Jewish people can't go to certain parts of our cities. This is not what Western civilization is meant to be about, and we should all be alarmed and ashamed by that.